Hey, how's it going, everybody? Of course, it's Dr. Mike once again, chilling with you guys. I appreciate you guys showing up for the video as you always do. Again, if you are new to the channel, by all means, make sure you hit that subscribe button somewhere down below. Also, make sure you hit me up on IG, Dr. Mike from the PH. I'll write it somewhere down here. And also make sure you guys check out the ebook trilogy that I have, and the links are in the description below. Now, today's video, we're going to talk about guys. I like this chair. I'm feeling a little comfortable. Get it right, yeah. I'm gonna make it work, my male model pose. All right, back to the topic. We're gonna talk about the perception of guys talking to multiple women at one time in reference before coming to the Philippines. Now, I don't want you guys to ever feel like you're a man whore or that you're anything like that if you choose to have conversations with multiple women in the Philippines. Let me lay that out for you so that you can really understand what I mean by this. If you've never been to the Philippines, if you've never dealt with Filipino women any day in your life whatsoever, you have no idea what kind of woman you're looking for and what kind of woman you want in reference to that particular race of women. You've never dated one, so you don't know what you like. And for you to just choose one woman and commit yourself to just one woman, I mean, in reference to online dating and stuff like that, to commit yourself to one person is almost like saying, you know what, I don't really care to know any of the women. I don't really care to understand the culture. I don't really care to understand the type of woman I like. This woman talked to me first. I talked to this woman first. We've been talking forever. And quite frankly, she feels like she's the only one for me. I'm telling you right now, that is really a bad idea. And we talk about it a lot, but that is really a bad idea. For you to sit there and actually say that I'm only going to deal with one type of woman in the Philippines and I'm only going to deal with this woman, you're basically putting yourself in a corner, and you're basically kind of, sort of, pardon my language, well, it's not really bad language, but setting yourself up for failure. All right, now I don't want you guys to sit here and think that the one girl that you're talking to online is a bad girl. I would never say that. I would never say that because I don't know your situation and I have no idea who you're talking to. She could definitely be a good girl. But I don't want you to come to the country, again, as I preach time and time again, for the women. But if you just so happen to be talking to a woman, I don't want you to just fully commit to just that one woman, and then you come to the Philippines and you don't have other women to talk to. You know, and don't get me wrong, that doesn't make you a bad guy, because we're talking about genuine conversation. You genuinely have to figure out the type of woman that is for you before you actually get into the country. Or when you actually get into the country, you kind of take a few girls out on a date to see what kind of attitudes you have to deal with, and to understand that all Filipino women are not alike. You need to make sure that is something that is instilled in your brain. There is no woman of no race that is actually alike. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. Women are different from different races, and even women of the same race are different. So you may see and you may hear about the qualities that these women have, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the girl that you're talking to has those particular qualities. Let me repeat. You may hear about the qualities of Filipino women, let's be more specific, but just because you hear about the general overall qualities of these women does not necessarily mean that the girl that you're talking to is going to have those qualities. So you need to make sure that you talk to multiple women so that you can understand the women that you're interested in, the type of woman that you're looking for in reference to Filipino women. All right? Online dating is relatively the easiest way to do this. I mean, there are some guys who believe in the face-to-face interaction. There are a lot of guys who will say that online dating is BS, and the only way to truly know a woman is if you talk to them person to person. And to some extent, I agree. What I do agree with is that online relationships are a good way to get things started, a good way to talk to women, but the only way you're truly going to know if this relationship is worth pursuing and going to the next level is if you are physically in the same location with that woman and you're looking at her mannerisms, looking at the way she carries herself, looking at the way she is when she's actually physically with you in the same place. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If your girl really wants you and if she's really interested in you, one thing that I know for sure she will do, and you can test her and you can talk to anybody about this, and I'm sure they will agree, if this is your girl and somebody who really, really wants you, when you go to places like the mall or out in public, she will hold your arm. She will hold your arm or hold your hand, basically marking her territory and saying, look, none of you bitches better touch my man. You basically, in reference to other Filipino women. She will go out there and she will state her claim and say, look, this is my man. He belongs to me. So don't talk to him. Don't look at him. He belongs to me. And that all comes through body language. They don't necessarily have to say that. All right. So if your girl is really interested in you, when you guys are in public, she's very big on being on top of you because she doesn't want any other woman to ever talk to you. And what's funny, and speaking from personal experiences, even if she's pissed off at you, even if she's super mad at you, maybe you guys had a disagreement, whatever. Whenever you in the mall, though, that shit goes out the door. Whatever she was mad about in most situations, when it comes to holding that arm, because if she sees or gets a sense that any girl is looking at you, she gonna go back to grabbing that arm. She don't care if she pissed off at you or not. Trust me, she may not like it, but she's gonna do it. So again, guys, if your girl is really interested in you, that's definitely one test that I know to be for sure helpful in knowing if that woman is somebody who is really genuinely interested in you. So again, for those that say you can only really know a girl from face-to-face interaction, 100% correct. But I'm not saying that you can't start talking to women before you actually come to the country. I absolutely highly recommend it, okay? I highly recommend that you do talk to women before you come into the country. You know, maybe somebody can help you with minor things. Maybe they can help you learn parts of the language, even though you got Google Translate, stuff like that for it. But, you know, there are definitely things that are very helpful to you and beneficial to you when you talk to women before you actually get into the country. Again, this does not make you no man whore. This does not make you a bad person because you choose to have conversations with women before you actually get into the country. It doesn't make you a bad person. My God, you're human. You're human. And to be honest with you, these Filipino women are talking to multiple foreigners half the time anyways. So you don't have to feel bad about having conversations. Remember, you're just doing the communication part. Having conversations with multiple women. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if that girl finds out that you're talking to other women, yeah, she might be a little pissed off. I will not say that that will not be true. But what I do say is for your benefit and for your safety and for your sanity and for your sanctity as a man, you do not have to worry about focusing on just one woman. You should talk to at least, I'm going to say about 3. So you have plan A, B, and C. Just in case A and B don't work out. You got to make sure you have a backup plan. You got to make sure you have a backup plan. And again, I've told you guys on multiple occasions, I do not promote guys coming to the country to just see the women and stuff like that. I promote travel because of the experiences and the shit that you can share with your friends back home. And you can encourage them to check out other parts of, you know, you can encourage them to come to the Philippines or encourage them to come to other parts of the world that you may have seen so that you can be the, you know, for lack of a better term, you're the one traveling for the experience, never for the women. I'm sorry. I kind of lost my train of thought. Apologize. But basically, never travel just for the women. Travel for the experience because the experience will always last you a lifetime. What else can we say about that? You guys... we talk often about the 90-Day Fiance show wherein, you know, you're with a girl for 90 days and you can choose to marry her or not. But we, over in our community, refer to it as the 90-Day Train Wreck, the 90-Day, oh my God, what the fuck are you thinking type of show. That's kind of what we call it. So, you know, when we see these guys getting into relationships, I've personally seen guys talk to girls online and they've proposed to the girl online, and they will mail the ring to the girl. Okay, can we talk about that for a little bit of time? I don't want to waste too much time on it because it's absolutely laughable, and it's absolutely the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And if you want to get teased, and you want to be called out, and you want to be called a dick, or you want to be called a pussy, or you want to be called all these names, by all means, please go forward with a relationship with a woman that you've only met online. Please, just continue that. You want to know why? Just give me and my people a reason to laugh at you. I hate to be rude. I hate to be mean about it, but you are the dumbest individuals I've ever met in my life if you believe that you can know everything about a woman through an online relationship. If you've never physically met this woman and you're trying to get engaged with her within like the first 2 weeks of meeting her or texting her or talking to her online, seeing her on Skype or whatever it may be, give me and my people a reason to laugh at you, okay? Because you're fucking losing it, man. You have lost your mind. And again, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not one to talk shit about people because, hey, I don't look the best. Well, I think I look good, but I'm not the best person in the world. But, you know, most of the guys that really find themselves in these situations are usually socially awkward. They're a little bit off-putting. They really don't know how to talk to women. And they probably didn't have much luck dating women in their own country. So when they talk to these Filipino women, they are just so engulfed and so amazed at the way these women talk to them and how they treat them and how they're like, oh my God, the women in my country never treated me this good. I need to see where this relationship is gonna go. Then you're engaged the next week. Or it gets even worse when you touch down and you're ready to propose to her and get married when you touch down in the Philippines. That's the second thing. So some guys propose to women online, and then they get married when they touch down. And some guys choose to go to the country, meet the girl, say, okay, let's get married tomorrow, or some shit like that. They're getting married within a week of touching down in the Philippines. You're never giving yourself the opportunity to talk to other girls. Come on, man. You're in a fucking foreign country, guys, where the women are plentiful, they are beautiful, they are all of the above, and you're not even giving yourself a chance to explore and understand. Again, I'm not saying come to the country for the women, but damn, you gonna see women in the country, so you might as well talk to multiple women so that you can get an idea or a feel for the types of women that you want to be around. Don't get me wrong, a lot of guys come to the country for travel, but sometimes guys want company. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have company when you come to the Philippines. You know, I'm not saying you got to travel alone while you're in the country. I'm just saying enjoy the country for what it is and use women as just a bonus for the trip. All I'm saying. And I think that I've made my point relatively clear. If there are some things that you guys wish for me to talk about more, by all means, leave a comment down below. Please, please, please make sure you like the video. And if you are new to the channel, Dr. Mike is here for you. I love this chair. It makes me look like I'm actually like a psychologist, but really I only have my doctorate degree in business administration. But it's fun to have this conversation with you guys, of course. For those of you who are not familiar, I have lived in the Philippines. I did live in the Philippines for over 10 years. I grew up there. I lived there from the age of, I visited when I was 17, lived there at the age of 18, from the age of 18 till about 29. Yeah, about 11 years or so. I lived there. Immersed myself in the culture, became the adopted son of the country, loved the Philippines more than anything in this world, treated me good, you know, so I have nothing but good things to say about the country. I have nothing but good things to say about the women, but you got to be careful, man. Do not let these women play you. They got game. They got game. Sometimes their game is just classic. Sometimes it's like poetry in motion when I watch them play, when it plays out. Because every time I try to warn a foreigner that, yo, this girl may be trying to play you, nobody wants to listen because everybody, and we say this all the time, everybody wants to believe that their Filipina is different, that their Filipina is not the same, that their Filipina is the best. Don't hurt my feelings. Don't disrespect my authority. And don't underestimate my intelligence with that bullshit. Pardon my language, okay? I do feel like sometimes I have to curse in order to get my point across. But again, please do not take it to heart. If you are children and you're watching this video, Dr. Mike is a very fun-loving person. I am here to educate and edutain. I am here for edutainment. I want to entertain you and I want to educate you on anything and everything that I know about the Philippines, even though I don't know everything about the Philippines. And that has been my time, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be surprised to see more videos of me in this setting. I'm kind of in this classroom for an extended period of time, so you might even see me dressed like this quite frequently because I am posting multiple videos at a time. I'm doing a lot today because I have a lot of free time and I'm really got a lot on my mind. So do not be surprised to see me dressed like this quite frequently in a lot of my videos. Okay, sorry. This has been my time and I appreciate you stopping by. This channel would not be the same without you. I sincerely enjoy the time that I spend with my audience because I know my audience is here to actually listen to the words that I have to say. And I'm genuinely humbled and I'm genuinely happy that I have you as a part of my audience. And as always, I will leave you with that. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita, mabuhay. I'm going to come back to you later with another one. Peace.